Good morning, good afternoon, guys. I don't know what time we got lesson today, doesn't really matter. This comes through a special request. One of you asked me to review this because you have forgotten. So today we're going to revisit linear sequences. Okay, finding the nth term of a linear sequence, because I assume you know the easy bits, right? So if you got this sequence here, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, you should be able to tell me what the next two terms are just from looking at it, right? So that'd be an easy thing. Now, we need to find the nth term. The nth term, remember, is the formula that generates that sequence there. So the first thing you have to do to find an nth term is to figure out how much does the sequence go up or go down by every time. So if you look here, we have an increment of 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. So it goes up by 4 every time. So because it goes up by 4 every time, the nth term of the sequence is going to begin with 4n. So the nth term of the sequence is going to be 4n, and then it's going to be plus or minus some number, or maybe 0, it depends. Okay, so because it goes up in 4s, I am going to write the 4 times tables, because the 4 times tables also goes up in 4s. So if I write here at the top 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, what do I need to do to go from the 4 times table to the sequence that I've got? And please don't get this the wrong way around. It is always, how do I go from the 4 times table to the actual sequence? So how do I go from here to there, here to there, here to there, here to there, and here to there? And you can see that every time to go from 4 to 3, 8 to 7, 12 to 11, etc., I need to take away 1, subtract 1. So the nth term is 4n minus 1. Okay. If you prefer a different way to find what this term here is, what the add-on, this is what we call the minus 1. We call it the add-on. So a different way to find that is to find the previous term. If my sequence started one number earlier, what would that number be? Minus 1. Okay, let's look at another example with the sequence. Instead of going up, it's actually going down. So this sequence here, hopefully you can all see that it is actually going down by 2 every time. So the nth term is going to begin with minus 2n. And now we need to figure out the add-on. And again, you could do it two ways. You could write the minus 2 times table there, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 10, and then think about how do I get from the minus 2 times table to my actual sequence. So how do I get from here to there, here to there, here to there, etc., etc. And you need to be able to spot that I have to add 10. Or, if you find the other method easier, what would have been the previous term? If instead of an 8, there was a previous number there, what number would that be? And it would be positive 10. So that's how you find the nth term of a linear sequence. If they want to be difficult in the exam, you may have the series going up in 0.5, so going down in 0.2, so something like that. But it's basically the same thing. Fantastic. Typically, they may ask you here, well there, it doesn't matter. So say they say to you, find the 100th term of that sequence. All you have to do is substitute n for 100, or 50 if they ask you to find the 50th term, or 20 or whatever it is. So it's pretty straightforward. So the 100th term will be 4 times 100, because 4n means 4 times n, and n is the term number. I'm looking for number 100, so it is going to be 4 times 100 minus 1, which is, make sure you do this correctly in the calculator, 4 times 100 first, take away 1, 399. There you go. So now you can find a particular term in the sequence. Something else that you may be asked to do is to check if a certain number is in the sequence. So if we go back to here, they may say, is 289 in the sequence? Is 289 in this sequence here? Well, it's just a very simple equation that you need to solve. You get 4n minus 1 and you make it equal to 289, and you solve for n. You solve for n. So if we solve this, so if I try to solve this equation here, I move the 1 to the other side, and then n is 290 divided by 4, which is going to be 145 divided by, what did I say, 145 divided by 2, which is 72.5. Is that right, Ocho? Yes, okay. So, if your answer is a decimal, if n is a decimal, then this number is not in the sequence. However, if the answer was a whole number, a number without decimals, then this number would have been in the sequence. So, is 210 in the sequence? No, as n is a decimal, and that's it. That's how you answer these kind of questions. This is linear sequences explained in less than 8 minutes. So hope you enjoyed, hope it was helpful. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.